Here are the 9 contestants preparing for tonight's show. At stake is a prize fund of up to £50,000, but only one of them can take the money away. The rest will leave with nothing, as one by one they're voted off as.
Here tonight could win up to £50,000. They don't know each other, however. If they want that prize money, they'll have to work as a team. But 8 of them will leave with nothing. As round by round we lose the player voted the weakest link. Let's meet the team.
My name is Jazz. I'm 32 years old, from Sheffield, and I'm a student teacher.
I'm Gina Louisa. I'm 27. I'm from Pinner in Middlesex, and I'm a product trainer for a printer manufacturer.
My name is Jason. I'm 30 years old. I'm from Birmingham, and I'm a recruitment consultant.
I'm Jilly. I'm over 21. I live in the Cotswolds, and I'm a freelance PA.
I'm Anne, I'm 29, I'm from Lancashire, and I'm a help desk coordinator.
My name is John, 54, from Dunstable, and I distribute newspapers.
My name is Mike, I'm 42 years old, I'm from Crofton Park in South East London, and I'm a computer programmer.
I'm Lizzie, I'm 25, from Worcester Park in Surrey, and I'm an office manager.
My name's Val, I'm age 73. I come from Solihull and I'm a retired veterinary surgeon.
Now the rules in each round, the aim is to answer enough questions correctly to reach your £5,000 target within the time limit. The fastest way is to create a chain of 9 correct answers. Get your question wrong and you break the chain and lose all the money in that chain. But if you say bank before the question is asked, the money is safe. However, you start a new chain from scratch. The first round lasts for 3 minutes. We'll start with the person whose name is first alphabetically. That's you, Anne. Let's play the weakest link. The first question is for £100. Start the clock. Anne, the conventional opening of a fairy story is once upon a what?
Time.
Correct, John. In maths, what is 1/4 of 10,000?
2,500.
Correct, Mike. In food, for what is saccharin a substitute, sugar or salt?
Salt.
Sugar. Lizzie, in which sport are the terms square leg and extra cover used?
Cricket.
Correct, Val. In language, what M is the name for a large tent often used for social functions?
Marquee.
Correct. Yaz, according to the common expression, to go from one place to another, usually in desperation, is to go from pillar to what?
Post.
Correct. Gina Louisa, on a 24-hour clock, how is 2 p.m. represented?
1400 hours.
Correct, Jason. In religion, the name of which symbol derives from a Latin word for an instrument of execution?
Guillotine?
No, a crucifix or cross. Gilly, in entertainment, in the acronym BAFTA, for what does the letter T stand?
Television.
Correct, Anne. In aviation, in November 2001, which aircraft resumed commercial flights after being grounded for more than a year?
Concorde.
Correct, John. In fashion, what D prefixes the word bag to describe a type of sturdy cylindrical hold-all originally used by servicemen to carry their kit?
Duffel.
Correct, Mike. In the Italian language, Giorgio is the equivalent of which English boy's name?
George.
Correct, Lizzie.
Bank.
In cookery, mange tout is a variety of which common vegetable?
P.
Correct, Val. In nature, which atmospheric gas is more abundant, nitrogen or oxygen?
Nitrogen.
Correct. Yaz, in the Gregorian calendar, how many months of the year have only 30 days?
All of them.
4. Gina Louisa, according to the proverb, you shouldn't cut off your nose to spite your what?
Face.
Correct, Jason. Often kept as a pet, what bee is the common name for an Australian grass parakeet?
Can you repeat the question again, please?
Yes. Often kept as a pet, what bee is the common name for an Australian grass parakeet?
Bird?
Budgerigar. Gilly, a Medoc wine comes from which European country?
France.
Correct,
Bank.
Anne. Who directed the 1975 film Jaws?
Steven Spielberg.
Correct, John. In music, a falsetto voice extends the range of a singer in which direction, upwards or downwards?
Upwards.
Correct, Mike. In which US city can the Flatiron Building be found on Broadway and Fifth Avenue?
New York.
Correct, Lizzie.
Bank.
In technology, autofocus and red-eye reduction are popular features of which optical device?
Camera.
Correct, Val. In biology, what H is the alternative medicine which uses hypnosis to encourage healing and well-being?
Homeopathy.
No, hypnotherapy, Yaz.
Bank.
In TV, which crime-fighting super... Dear. Time is up. I cannot complete the question. And so much for super brain power. Out of a possible £5,000, you won just 1,600. Who, sadly, is lost for answers? Whose knowledge is as arid as the Sahara Desert? One of you is about to leave with nothing. It's time to vote on the weakest link.
With no correct answers, Jason is the first weakest link of the game. The strongest link statistically is Lizzie. But at this early stage, will the other players notice that?
Voting over, it's time to reveal who you think is the weakest link.
Mike.
Mike.
Lizzie.
Jason.
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 Julie, what year you were born?
Oh, I forget.
You nearly got it out of you. Remind me what you do?
Freelance PA.
Oh, you're a temp, are you?
No, I choose who I work for and when I work.
Where do you come from?
I live in the Cotswolds.
Oh, do you? That's very smart. What do you do in the Cotswolds?
Go to the pub, walk the dog, and then when I'm in London during the week, I do all the London things.
Oh, what are those?
Go out, drink, shop, go to the theatre.
Right. What a busy life you lead.
I'm not very good with wellies.
No. Why Jason?
He did hesitate quite a lot and he got a couple wrong, so I'm afraid I had to go.
Wow, you're a retired vet.
Correct.
Are you good with women?
Brilliant.
All vets seem to be. But you don't know the difference between homeopathy and hypnotherapy, do you?
I do, but there was only about 6 seconds left and I hurried too quickly.
Oh, are you a bit slow, are you?
Very, yes. But not with women.
Oh. Why Jason?
I think there's only 1 or 2 birds that are kept in cages and neither of them are called bird.
Mike, where is it you come from?
Crofton Park, South East London.
Crofton Park. Is that a stately home you own?
It's just a humble 3 up, 2 down.
And you call it a park, do you?
It's got historical traditions.
What, you're 3 up, 2 down?
Well, the area.
And you don't know the difference between salt and sugar?
I've not really needed to know anything about sweeteners because I think I'm sweet enough as I am.
Did you think you were on blind date?
No, they wouldn't have me. They said there'd be too much demand for me.
Well, this is a bit different, this programme. We need some brains here. We have a great demand for brains. It helps if you know the difference between salt and sugar.
I do now.
Why Jason?
Jason struggled to identify a budgerigar.
And you think that was a greater crime than struggling and failing to identify the difference between salt and sugar, do you?
I suppose I haven't tried to put a budgerigar in my coffee.
Anyway, Jason, statistically you were the worst player. It's a great shame about the shirt. It's an even greater shame that you didn't get a question right and that you failed to answer quickly even when you were going to get it wrong. You are the weakest link.
The fact that I got voted off first, I'm going to get some serious ribbing for. Everyone expects high things from me. The person I think will be voted off next will be Lizzie. I don't think she can take the pressure.
Round 2, team. So far, you have in the kitty a very unimpressive £1,600. You could have won by now £5,000. We are now taking 10 seconds off the clock. We'll start with the strongest link from the last round. That's Lizzie. Let's play the weakest link. Start the clock. Lizzie, in cookery, which bulb of the lily family is well known for making eyes water?
Onion.
Correct, Val. In the First World War, the Anzac was a combined army corps formed between Australia and which other country?
New Zealand.
Correct, Yaz. In football, which team did England beat 4-2 in the World Cup final of 1966? West Germany or East Germany?
West Germany.
Correct, Gina Luisa. In maths, what is 22 times 2.5?
100.
55, Gilly. In psychology, what A is the word for a lack of feeling, emotion, interest or concern?
Apathy.
Correct, Anne. In which London square is Nelson's column?
Trafalgar.
Correct, John. In the animal kingdom, peak is an informal term for which breed of dog?
Pekingese.
Correct, Mike. In alcoholic beverages, what is the name of the drink of which Pilsner is a Central European example?
Lager.
I'll accept lager. Lizzie.
Bank.
In law, what H describes the seas beyond the boundaries of territorial waters?
I don't know.
Hi. Val, in pop music, the song Chattanooga Choo Choo takes which form of transport as its theme?
Train.
Correct, Yaz. In which process would a compositor be involved, painting or printing?
Printing.
Correct. Gina Luisa, in fashion, which part of a pony lends its name to a popular hairstyle?
Tail.
Correct, Gilly.
Bank.
In Roman numerals, the letter C represents which number?
100.
Correct, Anne. Employees engaged in non-manual work are said to wear collars of which colour?
White.
Correct, John. In food, of what are filbert, Brazil and pecan all types?
Nuts.
Correct, Mike. What P is a form of insanity characterised by an uncontrollable impulse to set things on fire?
Pyrotechnic.
No, pyromania. Lizzie, in 17th century theatre, which dramatist wrote the play Coriolanus?
I don't know.
William Shakespeare. Val. Which part of a pine tree shares its name with an essential item of embroidery equipment?
Needle.
Correct. Yaz, which former James Bond actor co-starred with Nicolas Cage in the 1996 film The Rock?
Sean Connery.
Correct. Gina Luisa, in tailoring, the buttons on the front of a gentleman's overcoat are on which side from the perspective of the wearer, right or left?
Right.
Correct. Gilly, in music, what name is given to the section of an orchestra that includes drums, xylophones and cymbals?
Percussion.
Correct, Anne. In art, in which country are the J. Paul Getty and the Solomon R. Guggenheim museums?
Egypt.
United States. John. In literature, the story of Aladdin comes from the classic Middle Eastern text, the Arabian what?
Nights.
Correct, Mike. In DIY, what G is the name of the filling material applied between ceramic tiles to give a neat finish?
Glue.
Grout! Lizzie, which area of London gives its name to a flower show held by the Royal Horticultural Society
Chelsea.
each May? Correct, Val. Of which bank? Time's up! And you banked in time. And in that round, you won £2,100, which is a slight improvement, but it's hardly impressive. Who is the biggest lemon in your fruit bowl? Whose battery has gone flat? It's time to vote on the weakest link.
The statistics reveal that Mike is the weakest link, as he gave the fewest correct answers. The strongest link is Gilly. But who will lose out in the vote?
Voting over, it's time to reveal who you think is the weakest link.
Mike.
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 Lizzie.
Mike.
Anne.
Mike.
Mike.
Yes. You're a student teacher.
I am.
A bit old for that, aren't you?
Well, better late than never.
Have you ever done a job?
Been a lawyer.
You've been a
I've
lawyer?
been a lawyer my last life.
Were you a solicitor or a barrister?
A solicitor.
Right, and what was wrong with that?
Well, my careers advisor was a bit hard of hearing. I wanted to be a cricketer. And the careers advisor misheard that and ended up being a solicitor.
Gina Luisa. That's a very posh name for someone from Pinner.
Pinner is very posh, Anne.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Tell us all about posh Pinner.
Quite a few famous people come from Pinner.
That doesn't make it posh, dear. What do you do?
I travel around the country training salespeople how to use thermal printers.
Before you went on this roller coaster career, what did you do?
I was a statistician.
Who can't do a simple piece of mental arithmetic. Why Mike?
He got quite a few questions wrong in that round, and I still haven't forgiven him for the sugar-salt question right at the start.
Lizzie, read a lot, do you?
No.
Never heard of Shakespeare?
I have heard of him, yes. Not
Have
that
you?
way, though.
When did you stop reading? Was it a decision you made?
I just don't get time to read.
Why Mike?
He got a couple of questions wrong.
Know anyone else who got a couple of questions wrong?
I do, yeah.
You can count then, even if you can't read.
Just about.
Good. That's great. Mike, it is with sadness we lose you in the yellow shirt. It is back to whatever park you come from. You are the weakest link.
I think the team were fairly justified in voting me off. I made a couple of major gaffes, and even a wrong question from the first round came back to haunt me, so I can't really complain. Next person to be voted off, I feel, will be Lizzie, because I know she's terribly nervous, and she's struggling with the questions at the minute.
Round 3, team. So far, you have banked £3,700 out of a possible £10,000. We're taking another 10 seconds off the clock. We'll start with the strongest link from the last round. That's Gilly. Let's play the weakest link. Start the clock. Gilly, in pop music, the singer who had a 2001 hit single with I'm Like a Bird is nearly who?
Furtado.
Correct, Anne. The children's rhyme Peter Piper is an example of a tongue what?
Twister.
Correct, John. In the beauty industry, what M is a professional carer for hands and fingernails?
Manicurist.
Correct, Lizzie. In the army, for what does the R stand in the abbreviation RAMC?
Royal.
Correct, Val. In British history, how many children did King George III and Queen Charlotte have? None or 15?
15.
Correct. Yes, in food, to which Far Eastern country is the vegetable pak choi native?
China.
Correct. Gina Louisa. In literature, Robert James Waller wrote a best-selling book about the bridges of which county?
Madison.
Correct. Gilly. Which type of taxation is income tax, direct or indirect?
Direct.
Correct, Anne. In golf, what word is shouted in warning when a player has hit a shot that may land on someone?
4.
Correct, John. According to the common expression, if a plan or event is guaranteed to bring you success, then Bob's your what?
Uncle.
Correct, Lizzie. In Formula One racing, what P is the name of the three-tiered platform where the top 3 finishers celebrate after a race?
Pass, I don't know.
Podium. Val. Which 3-letter word can be a term of endearment or can mean a tame animal usually living in the house?
Pet.
Correct. Yaz. In TV, the French marine explorer, author and documentary filmmaker who died in 1997 was Jacques who?
Cousteau.
Correct. Gina Louisa. Which word can mean a heap, a stake driven into the earth to support the foundations of a building or the raised surface of a carpet?
Pile.
Correct, Gillian.
Bank.
An aviculturist breeds and rears what type of animal, dogs or birds?
Birds.
Correct, Anne. Which Roman general was known to his countrymen as Marcus Antonius?
Mark Antony.
Correct, John. Which comedian has the catchphrase, "It's the way I tell 'em"?
Frank Field.
Frank Carson. Lizzie. What T is a term for the language or speech exclusive to a nation, people or race?
I don't know.
Tongue. Val. On a calculator, which instruction is denoted by 2 intersecting lines, one horizontal, the other vertical?
Plus.
Correct, addition or plus. Yaz. In geology, what D is a hard rock that shares a name with a range of North Italian mountains?
Dolomite.
Correct. Gina Louisa, which telephone number should you dial in the UK if you wish the operator to help you with a domestic call?
100.
Correct. Gilly.
Bank.
In language, a person... Time is up. I cannot complete the question. Now, in that round, you put into the kitty £2,850, but the real tragedy is, team, that you answered 10 questions correctly in a row, 9 in a row, without panic banking, and you would have reached your target. Who is actually losing you money? Who maybe deserves a refund on their brain? It's time to vote off the weakest link.
With the most wrong answers, Lizzie is the weakest link. Yaz is the strongest link statistically. But will the votes follow the facts?
Voting over, it's time to reveal who you think is the weakest link.
Lisa.
Lizzie.
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 John.
Lizzie.
Anne, where are you from?
Lancashire.
The whole of Lancashire or somewhere in particular?
Radcliffe in Lancashire.
And what do you do in Radcliffe?
That's where I come from, but I actually live in Reading at the moment.
Right. Well, we'll get there eventually. And what do you do in Reading?
I work in Maidenhead.
It's going to have to be interesting when you tell me what you do.
It's not really. I'm a help desk coordinator.
Why, Lizzie?
She did pass a couple of times, and I do remember that.
Wow! How long ago did you retire from being a vet?
23 years.
Oh, is that why it took you so long to think of the word pet as another term for a domestic animal?
Probably, yes.
Right.
I'm getting old, you know.
Why, Lizzie?
Well, really, the one that did it was the podium. If she wants to be a winner, she should know what a podium is.
OK. John, tell us some of Frank Field's best jokes. As far as I know, Frank Field is a rather unsmiling Member of Parliament for Birkenhead last
He
time
is.
I looked.
I had a brainstorm.
What is it you do?
I deliver newspapers.
Do you ever read them?
No, because they're delivered via the internet.
How does that work?
Well,
No, don't bother. Why, Lizzie?
I thought she was the weakest link.
She was indeed, statistically, the worst player. Dizzy Lizzie, not at all. Busy with the right answers. You are the weakest link.
I really think I deserved to get voted off. I had a terrible round. I knew I was going. I think Val should go next. He has got quite a few questions wrong.
Round 14. You so far won £6,550 out of potential prize money of £15,000. We are taking another 10 seconds off the time. You now have only 2.5 minutes. We'll start with the strongest link from the last round. Astonishingly, that's Yaz. Let's play the weakest link. Start the clock. Yaz, the author of the novels Cocaine Nights and The Kindness of Women is J.G. who?
Salinger.
Ballard, Gina Louisa. During which war were the battles of Tobruk and Midway fought?
First World War.
No, second. Gilly. In language, what Z means ardent or passionate feeling, especially when referring to religion?
Zealous.
Correct, or zeal. Anne, Lancelot and Merlin are two of the machines used in which twice-weekly national game?
The National Lottery.
Correct, John. In language, a typically British exclamation of surprise is my giddy what?
Aunt.
Correct, Val. In geography, which line of latitude is further north, Tropic of Cancer or Tropic of Capricorn?
Tropic of Cancer.
Correct. Yaz. During an industrial dispute, what official term is used for a group of strikers standing outside the workplace attempting to dissuade others from entering?
Pickets.
Correct, Gina Louisa. In gambling, if you place a bet of £1 on a horse at odds of 2 to 1 against, how much would you get back if you won?
50 pence.
£3. Gilly. In food, a herring that has been lightly smoked and salted is commonly known by what name?
Kipper.
Correct, Anne. Who directed the 1998 film Lock, Stock and Two Smoking Barrels?
Guy Ritchie.
Correct, John. In the fantasy novels by Terry Pratchett, what D is the land balanced on the back of 4 huge elephants?
Pass.
Discworld. Val. In football, which Midlands club is nicknamed the Villains?
Aston Villa.
Correct, Yaz. The name of which US state means flowery in Spanish?
Arizona.
Florida. Gina Louisa. In theatre, Noises Off, written by Michael Frayn, is what type of play? Tragedy or farce?
Farce.
Correct, Gilly. In maths, what is 2/3 of 9,000?
6,000.
Correct, Anne. In pop music, which female group had a year 2000 UK #1 single with Pure Shores?
They're called All Saints.
Correct, John. In jewellery, which popular blue-green precious stone takes its name from its Turkish origin?
Topaz.
Turquoise. Val. In astronomy, what fraction of the face of the moon is illuminated at the first quarter?
Sorry,
In astronomy, what fraction of the face of the moon is illuminated at the first quarter?
a quarter.
1/2. Yaz, what K is a shared fund of money and also an affectionate name for a cat?
Kitty.
Correct, Gina Louisa. Fantastic. In that round, you banked 0, zilch, nothing. Whose fault was that? It's time to vote on the weakest link.
According to the statistics, Gina Louisa is the weakest link. Anne is the strongest link. But who will be taking the walk of shame?
Voting over, it's time to reveal who you think is the weakest link.
Gina Louisa.
John.
John.
Gina Louisa.
Gina Louisa.
Yes.
Yes. Have you ever heard of J.G. Ballard?
I have indeed.
Are you going to keep it a secret?
No. Mental slip. I'm only human. I don't want to peak too high too quickly.
There's absolutely no evidence that you're peaking. Why Gina Louisa?
I remember getting another maths question wrong, and as a statistician, my auntie could have done better than that.
And is she a statistician?
Not quite. She does a lot of embroidery work, counts stitches.
Right. John, what's your favourite auntie called?
Greta.
Would she have confused Frank Field with Frank Carson?
No way.
No, you didn't do very well in that round, did you?
No, I didn't.
What's the matter?
I don't know. I think...
You're stupid, perhaps?
Possibly. Possibly.
Why Gina Louisa?
Well, she got some questions wrong, and she was the next one.
Gina Louisa. Statistically, if you understand what that means, you were the worst player. It simply didn't add up for you, dear. You are the weakest link.
I think the team voted me off because I was the weakest link. However, John did come out with a couple of very wrong answers, and I think he'll probably be the next to be voted off.
Round 5, team, and out of a possible £20,000 you have in the kitty 6,550. There are 5 of you left. Another 10 seconds coming off the time. We'll start with the strongest link from the last round. That's Anne. Let's play the weakest link. Start the clock. Anne, how many years after an event is a quincentenary celebrated?
50.
500. John, which American author known for his horror stories wrote the poem The Raven in 1845?
King.
Edgar Allan Poe. Val, in music, when referring to records, for what's the abbreviation RPM stand?
Revolutions per minute.
Correct. Yaz, in language, when someone has a personal motive for behaving in a certain way, they are said to have what to grind?
Max.
Correct. Jilly, in
Bank.
geography, in which continent is Colombia?
South America.
Correct. Anne. In writing, which recently introduced term describes a piece of fiction that is based on fact? Fict or faction?
Don't know. Sorry.
Faction. John, in which leisure activity would you participate at a hoedown while being instructed by a caller?
Hootenanny.
No dancing. Val, in literature, which poet wrote The Soldier containing the line, "If I should die, think only this of me"?
Pass.
No, Rupert Brooke. Yes. In nature, the official name of the wildflower, known as the poor man's weatherglass, is the scarlet what?
Pimpernel.
Correct, Jilly. In the TV series Only Fools and Horses, what was the surname of Del Boy and Rodney?
Trotter.
Correct, Anne. In geometry, a quadrant is a part of a circle equal to how many degrees?
40.
90. John, in geography, Beirut is the capital city of which country?
Lebanon.
Correct, Val. In pop music, Jarvis Cocker is the lead singer of which band?
The Who?
No, Pulp. Yaz, what is the French word for the direction right, droite or gauche?
Doigt.
Correct, Jilly. In literature, the 2001 biography, The Last Word, concerns the life of which former motor racing commentator?
Murray Walker.
Correct, Anne. In
Bank.
TV, what's the name of the snooker game show hosted by Jim Davidson?
Lucky Break.
No, Big Break. John, what's the official language of Mexico?
Spanish.
Correct, Val. According to American pop artist Andy Warhol, for how long would everyone be famous in the future?
10 seconds.
15 minutes. Yaz, what TV cartoon series features the character Ned Flanders and Mr. Burns?
The Simpsons.
Correct, Jilly. In the words of the popular sage, time is is up. You bank £600. Whose cheese has slid off their cracker? Whose umbrella has blown inside out? Whose pen has run out of ink? It's time to vote on the weakest link.
Answering the most questions correctly makes Yaz the strongest link. In a reversal of fortune, Anne is the weakest link as she failed to answer a single question correctly. But will her previous performance be enough to save her from the vote?
Voting over, it's time to reveal who you think is the weakest link.
Anne.
Val.
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 John.
Julie, why are you so coy about your age?
I just think that people are too ageist these days and they may not employ you if you're too old, so...
Oh, right. Oh, well, I seem to have a job, Julie.
You do, actually, so perhaps I'll stop worrying.
Yeah, so how old are you?
47.
Good! We finally got it. Why, Val?
I think he had a bit of trouble in that last round.
Did you think he was the weakest link?
I think I did, yes, but...
John, did you think Val was the weakest link?
I think so. There were two questions he got wrong that I remember, but...
Interestingly, the weakest link, statistically, is the one that comes from Lancashire, lives in Reading, and works in Maidenhead. Val, what can I say? You're out of practice, you're out of favour, you are the weakest link.
It's probably reasonably fair being voted off now, because I got two of my bête noire questions, pop and literature. The odds will be on Anne to be voted off next, because Anne in Black pointed out to the rest of the survivors that she was the weakest link in the last round. So if she has another bad round, I think that'll be curtains for her.
Round 16, and you so far have £7,150 out of a possible 25,000. There are 4 of you left. We are cutting another 10 seconds from your time. We'll start with the strongest link from the last round. That's Yaz. Let's play the weakest link. Start the clock. Yaz, Sparta was an ancient city-state in which modern-day country?
Italy.
Greece. Julie. In literature, who wrote the mystery stories The Murder of Roger Ackroyd and The Man in the Brown Suit?
Agatha Christie.
Correct, Anne. Which 5-letter word is the opposite of slow and is an old word meaning the opposite of dead?
Quick.
Correct. John, in the United States, the city of Philadelphia is also known as the city of brotherly what?
Love.
Correct, Yaz. In Formula One motor racing, in which decade did the famous British Lotus team stop competing?
50s.
90s. Julie. Which word can mean almost vertical when applied to a cliff or very thin and fine when referring to nylon stockings?
Sheer.
Correct, Anne. In UK charity work, for what do the initials VSO stand?
Voluntary Society.
No, voluntary services overseas. John, in TV, which presenter of Newsnight was also a regular host of the history programme One Foot in the Past?
Pass.
Kirsty Walk. Yaz, in France, the unknown soldier is buried under which Parisian monument?
Arc de Triomphe.
Correct, Julie. In
Thanks.
literature, which British comedian and author wrote the 2001 novel Dead Famous?
Frank Skinner.
Ben Elton. Anne, in science, what is the name of the machine used to separate mixtures and solids by spinning them around at high speeds?
Tumbler.
No, centrifuge. John, which veteran broadcaster became the presenter of the radio show Just a Minute more than 30 years ago?
Can see. Sorry. Pass.
No, Nicholas Parsons. Yaz, in sport, the annual international motor rally founded in the 1970s that ends in Dakar begins in which European capital city?
Paris.
Correct, Julie.
Bank.
Holyrood House is a famous landmark in which Scottish city?
Edinburgh.
Correct, Anne. In music, for what is DAT an acronym?
Don't know.
No, digital audio tape. John, in modern history, which Italian fascist leader fell from power in 1943?
Mussolini.
Mussolini is the correct answer, but you were out of time. A miserable result, team. Just £200. Who Who in the brain pool needs armbands? Who deserves a ticket to Loserville? It's time to vote off the weakest link.
Having answered the most questions correctly, Jilly is the strongest link. With the most wrong answers, Anne is the weakest link. But who will the team want off?
Voting over, it's time to reveal who you think is the weakest link.
Anne.
Yaz.
Yaz.
Yes.
Jilly. Why Yaz?
Just thought he got more questions wrong in that round. But I know I got one wrong as well, so.
John. Why Yaz?
I felt he got the most questions wrong.
Well, we've all lost the ability to count, haven't we? How's your counting skill, Anne?
Not too bad.
So why did you vote for Yaz?
I thought he was the weakest of the other players.
Including yourself?
No.
No. Statistically, Anne, you were the worst, but you got away with it. Yaz, with 3 votes, you are the weakest link. Goodbye.
It should have been me that was in the final round, playing for that money. I was the strongest link for many rounds, yet the weakest link is still out there, and I'm really disappointed about that. I think John will definitely be voted off next, simply because there's going to be 2 ladies in this final.
Round 17. So far, you have banked £7,350 out of a possible 30,000. 3 of you left, another 10 seconds coming off the clock. We'll start with the strongest link from the last round, that's Jilly. Let's play the weakest link. Start the clock. Jilly, in international rugby union, which number does the fullback usually wear?
7.
15. Anne, in UK geography, Cavan Walks and the Albert Dock are tourist attractions in which city?
Liverpool.
Correct. John, which Irish rock band had a UK hit single with Where the Streets Have No Name?
U2.
Correct. Jilly, in geography, Beverly Hills is in which US state?
California.
Correct. Anne, the works of which Irish author include Ulysses and Dubliners?
Don't know.
James Joyce. John, in 1948, David Ben-Gurion became the first Prime Minister of which country?
Israel.
Correct. Jilly, in TV history, which puppet attacked Michael Parkinson on his own show during the 1970s?
Emu.
Correct. Anne, which post-war UK Prime Minister was born in Broadstairs in Kent in 1916?
Howard Macmillan.
Edward Heath. John, in which J.B. Priestley play does a mysterious police officer pay a visit to a wealthy family to inquire about the death of a young girl?
Laughing
An inspector
policeman.
calls. Jilly, in the 1954 Hitchcock film Rear Window, which actor played the photographer with the broken leg?
James Stewart.
Correct. Anne, the ancient Minoan civilization was based on which Greek island?
Don't know.
Crete. John, the impure form of iron produced in a blast furnace is known by the name of which farm animal?
Pass.
Pig. Jilly, in politics, the United States presidential election is held every 4 years in which month of the year?
November.
Correct. Anne, in modern fiction, which author wrote the novel The Day of the Jackal?
Sorry, I don't know.
Frederick Forsyth. John, in the children's cartoon, what was the name of the feline adversary of Tweety Pie?
Tom.
Sylvester. Jilly, in which English county are the towns of Gainsborough and Market? Time is up, and you've done it again. Rarely does it happen. You've ended up banking absolutely nothing. Now, in round 8, although I'm not sure it's worth telling you, you do get the chance to treble what you bank. So, potentially, there's £15,000 to be won in the next round. The question is, who do you desperately need to hang on to in order to raise that bank balance? It's time to vote off the weakest link.
Answering the most questions correctly makes Jilly the strongest link for the second round in a row. Anne remains the weakest link. But can she survive the final vote?
Voting over, it's time to reveal who you think is the weakest link.
John.
John.
Anne.
Gilly, why are you voting off John and hanging on to Anne?
I thought they probably both, over the last few rounds,
Get
were about
off!
equal.
You can't expect us to believe porcupines like that.
All right, girl power.
Anne, why John?
I couldn't vote off the strongest link, so I didn't want to.
Oh, so who's a lucky girl from Lancashire who lives in Reading and works in Maidenhead? Because statistically, not for the first time, Anne, you were the weakest player. John, you are the weakest link. Goodbye.
I'm gutted to be voted off at this final stage of the game, particularly as it was tactical voting on Gilly's part. I think Gilly will win because she seems more knowledgeable, but I'd really like to see Anne sneak it in.
Round 8, team. You've won £7,350. By now, of course, you could have won £35,000. Gilly and Anne, 2 of you left, and you have 90 seconds. But whatever you win in this round will be trebled and added to your total to make up your final prize money. So £15,000 is at stake. We'll start with the strongest link from the last round. That's Gilly. Let's play the weakest link. Start the clock. Gilly, which minister retained his position as Secretary of State for Defence after the cabinet reshuffle of June 2001?
Jeff Hoon?
Correct, Anne. The 1980 film in which Robert De Niro plays a boxer is called Raging What?
Bull.
Correct. Gilly. In science, the oxide of which metal is added to glass to make sparkling crystal?
Nitrogen.
Lead. Anne. In early science fiction, Jules Verne wrote the novel Journey to the Centre of the what?
Universe.
Earth. Gilly. In the 1994 film The Shawshank Redemption, which actor played the role of Andy Dufresne?
Oh, one of those black guys. Samuel L. Jackson?
No, Tim Robbins. Anne. In astrology, which animal represents the star sign Capricorn?
The lamb.
Goat. Gilly. In athletics, the 4 Olympic field events involving throwing are the shot, the discus, the hammer, and which other?
Javelin.
Correct, Anne. In ancient literature, from which civilization were the writer Cicero and the poet Ovid?
Ancient.
Rome. Gilly. In the UK, the Royal National Lifeboat Institute has its headquarters in which town near Bournemouth?
Poole.
Correct, Anne.
Bank.
The director of the 1990s film Shallow Grave and Trainspotting was Danny who?
Graves.
Boyle. Gilly. Played by James Ellis, Bert Lynch was the only character to stay until the end in 1978 of which long-running TV police series? So much for girl power. You won just £100, which will treble and add to the winnings from previous rounds. That means prize money tonight of £7,650. But of course, only one of you can take that money away, so now you will play against each other head to head. I'll ask alternate questions, best of 5. Whoever answers the most correctly wins. It's as simple as that. So Gilly and Anne for £7,650. Let's play the weakest link. Gilly, as the strongest link in the last round, you have the choice of who goes first.
I'll go first, please.
Gilly, in 2001, authors Ian McEwan, Alice Smith and Rachel Ziefert were among those shortlisted for which prestigious literary award?
The Booker Prize?
That is the correct answer. Anne, in the Middle Ages, in which Middle Eastern religious military campaign did Richard the Lionheart take part?
The War of the Roses.
No, the Crusades. Gilly, which French term, literally meaning blue ribbon, is used to describe a highly skilled cook?
Cordon Bleu.
That is the correct answer. Anne, in October 2001, the award of an honorary knighthood to which Mayor of New York was announced?
Don't know. Sorry.
Correct answer is Rudolph Giuliani. Gilly, in language, the phrase dib, 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 dob, 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 standing for do your best, do our best, was used in that form by which organisation?
Boy Scouts?
That is the correct answer. And you have to answer this question correctly to stay in the game. Which London art gallery became the first ever winner of the Prime Minister's Award for Better Public Building in October 2001?
Is it the Modern Tate?
I'm sorry, the correct name is Tate Modern. Surprise, surprise! That means that, Jilly, you are the strongest link, and you go away with £7,650. And you leave with nothing. Join us again, the weakest link. Goodbye.
I think I did deserve to win tonight because I did only answer two questions wrongly in the whole show, which was a much higher standard than everyone else. It doesn't always happen, but I was obviously very lucky tonight.
I don't think Jilly needed the money at all, and I would have loved it if I'd have got her questions. It would have been mine.